Hi guys, it's Sharon Hartley from My Keto Journey. Thank you for joining us for our live Facebook video. As you can see, I'm home now in North Carolina in America. I was just thinking, I haven't done a video in quite a while, and I think it was 3 weeks ago. So I just wanted to update you on what is going on with myself. It is almost 12 months since I've been on the ketogenic lifestyle. What made me go on the lifestyle change is I was having really bad problems with my back, with my lower back, my L5, and the lumbar region. I could barely get out of bed. I was struggling to breathe. I couldn't walk up my driveway without just struggling to get up there. And I just felt so lethargic all the time, just so tired and just sick of being at 305 pounds, guys. Wow, 305 pounds. That is sort of hard to believe that 1 year ago, as of February 22nd, I was 305 pounds, which is 138 kilos, guys. I mean, I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would ever be that big. But I will tell you that my life has not been the best. I have been through many challenges, faced many struggles, and I guess food for me was always an emotional thing. It was a comfort thing. I would binge eat. I would just be so addicted to carbs and so addicted to sugars. So when I changed this way of eating, everything just began to feel so simple. It wasn't hard. It was easy to adapt. It was easy to start cooking again. I had become very lazy in cooking. I would just be buying processed packaged foods, and I just didn't seem to care enough for myself. So it was I think it was a long 10 years of struggling with depression, anxiety, and there just came a time where I had to just snap out of it. I was coming up to being 35. I'm 35 now, and I feel great. I feel young. And when I say I feel young, I've always felt like old. I've always felt like I was in an old body, that I wasn't able to do things that a younger person could do or to look young. And now I'm starting to feel young. I'm starting to dress younger. I'm starting to act younger. My attitude is of a younger attitude. I am very mature for my age. People actually think that I'm older than what I am. And just so many changes have happened for me. I'm the happiest that I've ever been. I never would have thought I could be this happy. I thought that being married and being in America and starting a new life would make me happy. But until you make yourself happy, you can't make others happy. So getting my life together really had a big meaning for me. And now taking care of my health is the most important step that I can do for myself. And I know there are many of you out there that are struggling today and battling with your weight. So if you have just joined this group, or if you have been in this group for a while and haven't started the ketogenic lifestyle, I'm telling you that is the best decision that you will ever make. If I can do it, anyone can do it. It's not going to happen overnight, guys. It is going to be a long journey. And just stick with it. We have so many amazing, wonderful testimonies that our members have shared with us, before and after photos, or before, during, and after photos. And they're just amazing to hear. And that's what's gotten me through the days where I've had really hard, struggling days, battling with my weight, I would still look at myself being the bigger woman, and I am halfway now. I have 64 more pounds to go, and I have lost 72 pounds. So I'm really like, just, I'm on the right track, and I'm keep kind of muddling along, but sometimes it's really hard. And this past month in January and in February as well has been really, really difficult for me. I think this has been the most difficult 2 months of my life since doing the ketogenic lifestyle. Now, why would I say that? Okay, so about a month ago, I had lost my cousin who I hadn't seen in 15 years, and it was a real shock to find out about his death. We just went our separate ways due to past things, not getting too involved in what they were, but they weren't very pleasant. And I just normally would just grab for the food and just comfort myself with food, but I didn't. And why didn't I? Because I know that it wouldn't have made me feel any better, that I would have been miserable, I would have been hurting, I would have been emotional, and I just sort of just dealt with it as it came. And knowing that my cousin had really turned his life around, that he gave his life to God, and that he become a better man, that just made me feel so happy. I wasn't overwhelmed anymore. I could forgive him for past mistakes. I could forgive him, because that's really been a big struggle for me, to forgive people that have really hurt me. There's so many things that is linked to being overweight. It's a lot to deal with each and every day. And I think in what's happened in your past, that kind of, don't let it define you, because your future is going to be what defines you. So, you have to be strong. And I've been told I'm one of the strongest people that my friends know, and I think to myself, I'm not really strong. I am putting on a face, I'm hurting inside, but I know that food is no longer going to be my point of comfort. I know that now. My comfort is in God, it is in my husband, it is in my mom, my friends, my church, things like that. I know. And my little Charlie boy who's running around right now, my little Havanese, they're my life. They're what I have to live for. And I want to live, and there was just so much that I hadn't done in my life. And these past 3 months, I'd been on roller coasters that I hadn't been on since I was a kid. I felt like a kid again. I felt amazing. I just felt rejuvenated. I had so much energy. It was the best. And it was great to go back and see my country and just relive where I was born. But now I must say that I belong in America, that this is my home. America is my home. And I miss my mum tremendously, and I have enjoyed spending time with my mum, but life moves on. So the exciting thing is that I have gone from a size 24 wide to a 16. Wow. That's a big change. A size 16. I don't remember when I was a size 16. I never was a size 16 in high school. I was always an 18 to a 20. I could have been a size 16 when I was in primary school. I really can't think back that far. But it has just been so amazing. The transformations, and not just on the scale, but the measurements as well. I have lost like so much from my waist, and I have lost so much off my thighs. Like, I don't have the numbers with me right now, but wow. Like, pretty much half of what they were to begin with. So it is definitely important to be doing your measurements, taking pictures, and like, you don't really see it at the start, but as you go down you see it. My husband hadn't seen me in 3 months, and he's seen me for the first time. We had seen each other face to face, but like, body wise. And I just had to like go body wise, because like, look, I mean, yes, I still have a stomach and all that, but like, I would really be, if you knew what I looked like before, I would really be filling out this whole love seat. And I just like, and the shape of my face has changed as well. It used to be out here. So anyway, getting back to what my husband thought. He was like, wow, have you changed? Your body has shape. Like, it had never had shape before. And I was just like, okay. It kind of made me feel good, but it, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. But, the struggles I face today. Okay, so the struggles I face today after a year of doing keto is I recently found out I have an autoimmune disease. It was inherited from my mum. Hi, mum, if you're watching, I love you. And so she has 3 of the traits, but I only have 1. So I'm not sure how it's going to affect my life, but it's more of a inflammation of my joints. So I get pain in my arm. It starts in my neck, and then my shoulder, and then my arms, and then my back, my leg, that kind of thing. But I take anti-inflammatories for that. I try not to, but sometimes the pain does get pretty unbearable. And I also found out that I had a thyroid. So my thyroid was 461. It should be about 400 or whatever. I don't know, milligrams, liters, whatever it is. It's hypothyroidism. Or Hashimoto, or whatever it's called. I don't know. It's just like got the weirdest name. So I hadn't really been struggling with it, noticing any symptoms or anything like that. A year ago, when I first started keto, I was very, very, very tired, exhausted all the time. Now, I thought it had to do with the keto flu, sluggish, all of that. So I added potassium in and magnesium and all my other vitamins, daily vitamins, things like that. And it went away, and that was great. I thought, oh, okay, that's the end of that. So when I was recently diagnosed with my thyroid, and even though I was on a 14+ hour flight, that was just one flight. The other one was 5 hours. And so I had just been struggling with jet lag. So I'm thinking, okay, so 2 weeks have gone by and I'm exhausted again. And I take like a 4 or 5 hour nap, get up from a nap, and I'm exhausted. I will stay up for an hour, 2 hours, and I'm tired again. I'm absolutely just tired. I've just got to go back to bed. My head just feels heavy. I feel horrible. So I could go to my doctors here in America, but guess what? I don't have major medical anymore because that was $750 a month. So I could either go to my doctor's office and get on levothyroxide. My doctor in Australia wanted to start me off at 50, which is super high. So I've been reading really, well, I guess things about this medication. That it can make you like your anxiety and depression, which I do not want to go back there because I've been healed from anxiety and depression. So I don't want to go back to all that craziness and depression and crying and just being a mess. I do not want that. I do not want hormonal issues because I already have that with my polycystic ovary syndrome, which I was told back in Australia that I don't have, but that's a whole other um, talk, which I have done a video on. So I really did not want to go on medication. Because even though I feel a little tiredness, it's not excessive tiredness, so I'm not exactly like in bed for 20 hours a day. My hair's not falling out. There are a lot of other symptoms with thyroid that you have, gut related problems, digestive problems. I don't have any of that. So I'd been just looking up different types of supplements to have. So I'm going to get this thyroid health supplement. When I get it, I'll show you what it is. It can be bought on Amazon. It's like $24 for I don't know how many capsules, but anyway, it's basically got everything in it. It's got B6, B12, something else,